Okay, tonight I'm going to show you how to navigate using 2 sticks and a rope. Thousands of years ago, man did not have a compass, he did not have GPS. What he did have though was 2 sticks and a rope. So, first thing I'm going to do before it gets dark is I'm going to plant the taller stick forward. I can use both the same size stick, but I'm just going to use this short guy here because it's, I hate to kill anything. So, actually my camera can't work in the dark, so I will tell you what I'm going to look for. I'm going to look in the sky to the north, east, west, north, and I'm going to look for the Big Dipper. Once I find the Big Dipper, there it is, then I look at the end of the spoon of the Big Dipper. On the end of the spoon are 2 of the last stars to the Big Dipper. I follow those 2 stars 5 times out. And there should be a lone star there. If you're in a very dark area, you may see the Little Dipper attached to it. But in my area, where I am, there's too much light in the sky. So all I have is a lone star in the sky here. So that lone star is your North Star. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this stick and I'm going to locate the North Star in the sky. And I'm going to put this stick down right into the ground. Actually, a little further back maybe. Right about here. Give myself some space, makes more accuracy. I'm going to look directly at the North Star so that the 2 sticks line up with it. Now what I'm going to do is interesting. Because now I have my north and south. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this string. That's about as good as I can get it. Okay, I'm going to attach it to the front stick. Now I'm going to come down. Let's put her off to the side. Okay. Now I'm going to locate the North Star in the sky, and I'm slowly going to come down, and right about there, this string is now pointing at the North Star. So I'm going to tie it off. Okay? So now I have a string that's directly aimed at the North Star. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to come across, and I'm going to come straight. Just like that. Now this angle, this is your latitude angle. The equator is 0 degrees. As you move north, it's 10 degrees, 20 degrees, 30 degrees. I'm about 35, 40 degrees here. That's my latitude line. So when I'm traveling, if I drift to the north or to the south, if I'm going long distances, which can very easily happen, I can use this to determine if I went north or south. I want to go more south because I want to stay warm, especially when winter hits. But this here will definitely tell me my latitude line. I'm just going to tie this off for a minute. Okay, so I got my North Star latitude angle, latitude line. That's north, that's south. That means that that is west and that is east. So now I can travel in any direction I like. It's not quite as accurate as the degrees on a compass, but pretty darn good for primitive man. Okay, I'm going to show you today how to navigate using the solar stick navigation method. First of all, you want a stick. I've sharpened the end and put it in the ground. Now, you notice the stick shows the shadow. At the end of the shadow, place a stone. Okay? And then we're going to wait a couple minutes. Well, it's been 25 minutes and you can see that the shadow is starting to move. And we're going to wait another half an hour and see what we get. Okay. It's been an hour. Now, if my stick had been longer, I would have been able to sight out further, which would have given me more distance and a more accurate reading. But this isn't too bad. Put my second rock there. This here is your east-west line. Now I'll grab a stick. I'll show my east-west line right there. Okay. Now, because the shadow's moving this way, that means the sun is moving that way. So if the sun's moving that way, that makes this east and that west. So if I take a second stick and I place it right over the first stick in a cross pattern, I know that's north and that is south. So, oh no, hang on. West, east, north, south. That's my directions. I'll just mark them in for a minute. Now, sun started over there, so that would be east. Okay, this is west. Okay, that would make over here would be north, and this is south. That's south. So now I have my 4 compass directions. Earlier I did a video on the North Star, how to use it. And I'm going to do the same thing here, but I'm going to show you a trick with the compass. Now, I got my camp set up. I'm getting ready to spend the night. Found the first stick into the ground. Okay. Next, what I want to do is I'm going to sight the North Star. Okay. I'm going to place a stick. This is at night. Well, you can see the North Star. Oh boy. Okay. Found this stick into the ground. Now, I take my sighting line. Okay, now I'm going to tie this string like I did before. Like so. Now, I'm going to sight along the string till I see the North Star. Okay. Right there. Alright. Now, I'll take my compass and I'm going to line my compass east and west. That puts the protractor part of my compass on the bottom. Okay, now I'm using the clinometer, which is an arrow that hangs straight down with gravity, and it will tell me the angle of this string, and that's 42 degrees. That tells me my latitude line, 42 degrees. Okay, here's here's the protractor I was telling you about. Here's the needle, and the needle hangs straight down. So when you turn the compass, it lands on one of these markings depending on the angle that you're trying to measure. Another nifty little trick is you got your two sticks that are aiming directly at the North Star. You're up in the morning, you can see in the daylight. Another thing that we can do here out in the field, which is not normally possible, on a topographic map you got angle of declination, because the magnetic north is not exactly on true north, because true north is the top of the world and magnetic north is off to the side a little bit. Now on a topographic map it'll tell you what your declination is, so you can make the adjustment. You can go on the internet and check the area you're going to be in and set your declination that way. But out in the field you don't have that option. So here's another option. Go down to the bottom, tie off your line, the second stick, tie off your line, kinda, whatever. You take your compass, okay? Now, I'm gonna set the compass so that it's pointing directly north and directly south. I'll place it right on that line. Okay, now my needle points off to the side of that line. It's not right on that line. So with that, let me just adjust this a bit, straighten it out. Okay. With that, I can, with my screwdriver thing, I can turn this little screw and I can adjust for my magnetic declination. It's very handy because you're going to get a better magnet, you're going to get a better declination here than you would off of any map or computer system. Now you can see my north-south lines up with the string that I placed, and my magnetic arrow lines up in the red arrow on the base plate. That gives me my angle of declination. Now when doing wristwatch navigation, it's not really accurate, but on the wristwatch we have the hour hand, okay? That's the hand we want to shoot towards the sun. So, put the sun towards the hour hand, it's almost 3 o'clock, and between the hour hand and the 12 o'clock, that's south. So our way south is that way. Now, in the afternoon, I'm using the first numbers. In the morning, I use the last numbers. At 12 o'clock, you really can't read it, so it's best to use another form of navigation, such as solar navigation or compass. Another thing I wanted to point out to you. Okay, we got our... Alright, we're around 3 o'clock, so there's the sun. It's aiming at 3 o'clock. Okay, that makes this our south. Now, if you notice, south okay, I'll zoom into that. Okay, it's not quite right on. It's a little bit inaccurate, but very close, very close. Something you could definitely use in a survival situation.